Now I have a very interesting question here posed to me. Chris, have you seen this? UDA looking for serious bloggers? 20 of them who will be paid 20k a month. To do what? To promote the UDA agenda online, on social media and elsewhere. And what they're looking for are influential, serious bloggers. Chris, what's your opinion? What is all this about? Isn't this hitting the nail on the head? Telling us what you've always told us on this channel? Yeah? About our social media being messed up with fake handles, with people paid to promote political agenda? Say something, Chris. Well. Well, what I can say is that Kenyans are very alert these days. They don't miss much. So if you want to fool Kenyans, uko kwa shida. It's not easy. Not easy at all. No, I totally agree that this is hitting the nail on the head. Yeah, this is exposing, UDA exposing itself and telling us, giving us evidence of the game that they've always been playing. Yeah, to make things appear what they really are not on the ground. Of course, the whole objective here is to keep the lie going. Yeah, to convince Kenyans that UDA is a national party, that UDA is very popular. Yeah, because make no mistake about it, these 20 serious bloggers who will be hired will not operate with one handle each. Each of them will have several handles. Yeah, and when they're unleashed out there on social media, you will have to believe what UDA wants you to believe. Yeah, and they'll give you the evidence, in quotes, for you to believe what they want you to believe. But the burning question I'd have here is, what happened to the 36 bloggers? What happened to them? Because we saw them very active in 2017 during those elections. They fooled many people. What happened to them? Did they retire? And by then, these were very young men. They can't have reached retirement age. So where did they go? Now I suspect the answer to that question is spiritual. What do I mean? Let me pose a question to get my point across. What happened in the end to a man called Zacchaeus Chesoni, who was the chairman of the Electoral Commission during the Moi days and was a key component in Moi rigging himself back in during the 1992 presidential elections and the 1997 presidential elections? What happened to Zacchaeus Chesoni? What happened to Ahmed Isaac Hassan? Yeah, you remember the chairman of the Electoral Commission then. And even before that, what happened to Samuel Kivuitu, who was the ECK chairman? Yeah, after Chesoni. What happened to Kivuitu? Now, this is information which should be of great interest to a man called Wafula Chebukati. Some people call it karma. Yeah, karma is a beach, they say. Other people, especially the Waswahili from the coast, will tell you, malipo ni hapa hapa duniani. Si mali pengine, hata kabla hujaenda jehanamu, that's hell. Malipo ni hapa hapa duniani. Because all these individuals robbed Kenyans. They gave Kenyans fake results. They announced to Kenyans the losers of elections as winners. And you think there would be no consequences? When you leave so many Kenyans grieving over the results of an election, yeah, do you think there'll be no spiritual consequences? You with all your education, with all your PhDs, there must be a scientific solution to everything. Spiritual is spiritual nonsense. Yeah, you who think like that, do you seriously think there are no spiritual consequences? Well, I have news for you. That is not the way Almighty God created this earth. When you mess people, there are spiritual consequences. When there are so many people complaining against you, crying out, shedding tears because of your name, there are consequences, very serious ones. Some of these people got ailments which couldn't be detected. Some of these people I've mentioned got ailments which were mystery to scientists, to the medical profession. Others got ailments which did not respond to drugs as they were expected to respond. Yeah. And some of them died a very painful death, alone, regretting what they had done. I recently came across some super fascinating information. There was a man who was called Ben Geddy. He was head of the General Service Unit, GSU, very close to the Kenyatta administration. He is the man who was most responsible for the assassination of J.M. Kariuki. And on his deathbed, I learned this recently, he told his family members, he asked his family members to swear to him that they would tell Kenyans the truth about J.M. Kariuki. You see, J.M. Kariuki, the late, and Ben Geddy were very, very close friends. They had grown up together in the same village. They had remained friends for decades. But when J.M. Kariuki fell out with the Jomo Kenyatta administration, they decided to send his own friend, this is Ben Geddy, to lure him into the trap which would end his life. And of course they did not tell Ben Geddy, knowing that he was a close friend, what their end game was. They didn't tell Ben Geddy that actually they planned kumaliza huyu mtu kabisa. And so Ben Geddy followed his orders. He brought J.M. Kariuki to the rendezvous, which is Kingsway House, where the special branch used to be in those days. And the way things went, Ben Geddy ended up being the most responsible for the death of his very close friend. And this thing haunted him kabisa. It disturbed his conscience. So much so that on his deathbed, as he was dying, he made his family members swear to tell Kenyans the truth. Maybe he felt that would be some kind of redemption over this regret he had over his life. Malipo inakwanga hapa hapa. So you're a blogger, you're online with several handles, and you're spreading propaganda, telling Kenyans lies, twisting the news, spreading fake news, and you think there'll be no consequences? I have reason to believe that if you follow closely what has happened to the other 36 bloggers who were there in 2017, how they have reduced so much in number that a UDA blogger has been forced to put up this ad, requesting for 20 serious bloggers to help promote the UDA agenda. Not my words, their words in that ad. For them to get to a situation like this, something happened to those others who were working at the time. Of course, people leave jobs all the time for greener pastures. That is possible. But most of these 36 bloggers left for greener pastures, you think? Malipo ni hapa hapa. And therefore, to answer the question, thank you for bringing my attention to this. I had not seen it. But yes, it confirms what I've been saying, what is going on. Our social media is messed up. Never believe everything you see there. A lot of the things being pushed, political things, are not true. It is just somebody's agenda being pushed. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.